much of a story. It's a better story when I tell all the dirty underside of it, so where it'll stay.
No, it's a fun story to experience. Not everything retells so well, but it's a fun story. I'm sure on the day it was a pretty funny set of circumstances. I was watching yesterday, in fact, I was waiting for something, and I started watching the beginning of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is on, I think, Amazon or one of the streaming services, and it's free right now. So I hadn't seen it in a while, and I knew Gunnar Hansen, who was Leatherface, pretty well. He was the backup Santa for our Christmas event that we do for social services, and I thought, I'm going to look at this, and damn if that's not one of the best shot movies, not even horror movies, but movies that from that time period. Daniel Pearl, great DP, who I met when I was at Warner Brothers, shot a beautiful movie. It's really tough to not just appreciate the movie as a work of art, despite all the chaos they jam into that screen. And there are scenes, I think, where the editor took a nap and probably should have cut, but man, he knew what he was doing, and probably with not much of a budget to speak of.
You know what I might watch again? Yes, I didn't mean to jump over that. Yes, it's it is definitely a muscular piece of cinema. It is absolutely beautifully rendered and amazing. And I think like that. There's another movie that's as scary. I find it even scarier, which is Exorcist, the original Exorcist. Mm-hmm. It was so, the way that it came onto the landscape, the way that it came onto the mindscape was that, exorcisms occurred. They're kind of, they happen and they're inexplicable. And, then all of a sudden we were seeing trailers of the Exorcist, and we were seeing this girl's head spin around and she was spewing, and it was just horrifying. And I watched that movie. I can barely get through the damn thing. I can't even. It's just, and I think that one of the great things about Halloween is it inspires me to read scary stories, just short, scary stories. And I don't even read them for my own research anymore. I read them so that I can be entertained. So I can scare myself and then close the book or shut off the computer or turn off the TV. But they're there's just these collections of scary stories that come up around Halloween that are fantastic. So that's something I generally do.
You need to put together a reading list for us so we can follow you.
Oh, I certainly will. It is, there is actually a site that revels in this, but I'll definitely, I was actually thinking of trying to contribute to it, but I don't know of any really scary things that, I guess you kind of wipe those off your brain when they happen. You kind of blow out the scary parts of life, and then you just remember the good parts. At least that's how I get through it.
That's how most of us should get through it.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.